We have been requested on behalf of governors to request our brother Governor Ntutu, the Governor of County, to come and say a word.
Thank you very much, Majority Leader, His Excellency the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Professor Kithuki Kindiriki, are the speakers of both Parliament, the Senate, and the National Assembly. The CSS who are here, the PSS who are here, Bishop Langat of AGC, the family of our fallen heroes, and ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Hebu mnisalamie tu pale huko. Just greet me, just greet me. First and foremost, allow me to take this opportunity on behalf of the people of Narok to convey my sincere condolences to the families who have lost their loved ones. For me, this is the saddest day of my life. I've lost a son-in-law who is married to my daughter, Anna Yanoi. I've also lost one of my employee, Rono, who is my protocol officer. All these young men who are laying here from my county. Even the pilot, in several occasions he has been in my county, so I know him very well. And when I received the sad news that there's a chopper that have an accident in Nandi, I decided to travel all the way to where the incident happened. And I must say that that was the lowest time of my life, because Johana was one of my political pillars. And all these people are my friends in one way or another. Let me say polly to the families. I want to thank the following people. One, the people of Nandi and the people of Wasingishu. They were there with us when all this happened. And I want to thank the Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, my good brother Moses Wetangula, because immediately you formed the committee that really helped us from Wasingishu to Nairobi. And even, I think, Honorable Meli forgot to say that we have been with them together from the word go. And I want to say this for the people of Kenya, that we have lost a man who has done so much to his people. And for me, because we entered the 11th Parliament together with a number of members of Parliament who are here, I just want to say that death is very cruel. And say polly to all of you who have known Johana. That morning, he called me to tell me that he's going to travel to Nandi, but late in the afternoon, if I can join him to issue bursaries, checks to the needy students in Kapsasian ward. But I told him that I'm very far, a place called Majimoto Narosora, and that is very far. Then he, as normal, Mheshimiwa Johana Ngeno laugh. He said, he just went nuts laughing, and then he told me that, Governor, I have a chopper, I can pick you, and then, you can join me later. Little did I know that that was the last day that I'm going to talk to my friend and a son-in-law. Maybe before I finish, because I have a few announcements, allow me to recognize the following people. The county government of Narok, MCAs, members of the county assembly, please stand. I saw the speaker with us. Kindly just stand where you are. Kindly just wave, just wave. These are people who I have worked with, I'm working with. Also, all the employees of the county government of Narok, kindly just stand up. And if there is employees of Nairobi County, kindly just stand up to be seen, please. Thank you. You may be seated. Number 3, the people I want to recognize, a majority leader, because, we are only 3 of us, the governors. We are leading other, we have 48 nations. So I want to ask that we give the governor of Nairobi, my brother Johnson Sakaja, to come here, because he was also one of those people we entered parliament together in 2013. But also, hii kijiji ni yake, so akuje atusalamie na pia aseme neno moja. Alafu pia my good brother from Kericho, Mutai, come over here just so that we can finish our program quickly. Majority leader, just relax. These are His Excellencies and yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. The family of our friends and brothers whom we have lost, the leadership of this church, Reverend Daktari Langat, the leadership of the Nairobi Baptist, or rather the Baptist Church, Reverend Ngonga, and government leadership, all protocols observed. Allow me, on behalf of the people of Nairobi, where I think we all live, to say pole. Poleni sana. This has been a very touching moment. I only knew 2 of those we've lost, Captain Were and of course my brother Mheshimiwa Ngeno. Those are the only 2 I knew personally. I met Mheshimiwa Ngeno in 2013 when I joined parliament. As a young member of parliament, I was 28. He was my age now, he was 41. And we spent a lot of time together at a special place in that house. And in as much as we were both freshers, he was like a big brother and would give me a lot of good stories. Incidentally, we also spent a lot of time with his father-in-law, who I have not seen today. And we were good friends. He called me chairman. I was not chairman, not of a committee, but he called me chairman. And he would really light up the place when he'd walk in to any room that you were in. The leadership that is here, led by our Deputy President, we have seen so many young families that are here. So young, so much hope that is stuffed out, that is lost. But I'm glad the clerk said all hope is not lost. Please put us together to see what we can do. Let's not leave it all to the president. There are things that we can do, governors, colleagues, speaker, so that we can stand with them right now as they move along. I am willing to do my part for any of the families. Emily, Mama, I know you have children out of the country in college, and I know what you're looking at, and we will be there for you. Allow me just to say this as I conclude. 2 things. One thing that we did well together with Mheshimiwa Ngeno, and I must acknowledge the members of parliament who are here, was the fight for the creative economy and artists. It didn't start recently. It started back in the 11th parliament when we first started negotiating the revenue sharing on Skiza tunes, and later, led by Governor Gladys, were able to get that share changed when she was chair of finance. That fight for artists and the creative economy, which is a true frontier for our economy, must continue. And it's sad that he lost his life in that fight. The second thing I must say, because Nairobians are the biggest beneficiaries of the housing program. We have more than 100,000 units ongoing. I want to thank you, the Committee of Housing, led by our chairman. Thank you because you did not listen to the naysayers. You did not listen to comments online, but you thought about that woman who has never had a toilet in her house. You thought about that child who has never known a place with any other room with no sanitation. And because of them, on their behalf, I want to thank you. On behalf of all of those who have given, I've gotten dignity restored, I've gotten hope restored. That man who felt ashamed that he shares a room with his children, or that askari who is not sure that his children are safe when he goes on night shift. Many people don't understand the indignity, the squalor that people live in. The biggest beneficiaries are Nairobians. And if no one has told you thank you, the members of that committee, if no one has ever told you thank you as members of parliament, on behalf of the people of Nairobi, I say thank you. And if you ask me, where is Johana Ngeno's statue? It is in the towers of Mukuru, it is in the blocks of Kibra, it is in the flats in Madari. That is his monument, and that shall forever remain a tribute to him. So may God rest their souls in peace. Thank you so much. And the speakers, of course, we have told the president thank you, but I don't know if the members have been told that, because they've been vilified. They were hated on, walitukanwa, wakaambiwa, wakapigwa makejeli, lakini kuna watu wa Nairobi wengi na Kenya mzima wanawashukuru kwa hayo. Kwa hiyo mengi, count on us to stand with you as colleagues and as brothers in this journey. Deputy President, please, you will lead us on what we can do for them. God bless you all. Thank you. Also, maybe before I forget, and Governor Mutai might mention, there are other governors who yesterday came together. Governor Gladys Wanga of Homa Bay, Governor, of course, Mutai of Kericho, Governor Wisely of Elgeyo Marakwet, Governor Susan Kihika of Nakuru, and Governor B of Uasin Gishu, who also came to condole with the family and have committed to also support in the ways that they can, and that they will be there with you as you go along in this journey. May God bless all of you, and may God rest all their souls in peace. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Excellency Deputy President, all protocols observed, and the family of my good friend, Johana Ngeno. I'll be very brief myself, because today I'm mourning a great brother and a good friend of mine. This man that is lying in this casket was more than a brother. We shared so many things together. Even a week before his death, we shared so many. To the family, we're still very young and be left behind. As a friend of Johana, we pray that God will give you strength. That in the multitude of the great things he did, not only for our community, the Kalenjin, but the whole nation, may God give you comfort. Secondly, I'll just mention this majority leader. I know its time is over. One of the memorable things I have of Johana, when we came up with the concept of the Kalenjin Music Festival, we were doing in my boardroom. It was around 1 a.m. in the morning, together with all these friends of ours who are laying down, who were constant visitors in my house. The idea was that we said, how can we bring the whole nation together at that time? And how can we advance the agenda not only of the community, but of the president? And that's how we created this concept right in the boardroom of my house with these men. Then the problem came up. There was no money. So we looked into Aja, where can we get the resources? So I tell this guy, I have this, but Chok has this. Let us look out for this man, to bring in also some few coins. And that's how the first festival happened at Kapkatet. Of course, it is in all knowledge that the question of kingpin arose also at that time. And when it came about, as Aaron had said, there are always political formations and all that. In essence, I became the first casualty of Ngeno's association with me. And the first casualty was my impeachment for being a friend to him. And this man sat with me throughout the night, and we walked together. And just to say this in essence, because we'll have time to discuss this at home, is that this man loved people, he stood with everyone, and he had an open heart, who was forgiving, and a man who has a vision. Lastly, into two. And allow me to say this because I'm a governor from that region. There are certain things that this man fought for. Number one, issues of land are very emotive within those areas he comes from. And Meli had said rightly. There are still unresolved issues that this man fought for. In the confines of our spaces, he discussed passionately, and we cried when he, on Angata, Barigoi, he cried for the Mau Fictis. Equally, joined hands together as we discussed the land injustices in Kericho tea estates. Out of this, because I know my good friend is clapping here, I just want to say that may God rest the soul of Johana Ngeno in eternal peace, together with his friends, and may God give the family comfort at this difficult time. As you say thank you, I just want to request that we stand with this family and support them, because they are still pretty young. And Wasiri Murkomen, there are certain things that I'll reach out to you, which are quite personal, that we share with him, and we will see together how we can go about it. Asante sana, and may God bless all of you.